My name is Mike, and this is The Hot Seat. On the hot seat this week, I consider breaking news. On January 10th, I did a show about Russia and Iran in talks to break away from the US dollar and use their own currencies for intercommerce. I stated on that show that it's probably only a matter of time where other countries join in. And I told you there was a meeting of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization. 10 countries are members of it, and particularly China, India, and Pakistan. And well, folks, news has come on to me, which mainstream media isn't going to tell you, that in order to dodge the sanctions on Iran, China and India will pay Iran gold for its oil. India has reportedly agreed to pay Tehran in gold for the oil it buys, in a move aimed at protecting Delhi from U.S. sanctions targeting countries who trade with Iran. China, another buyer of Iranian oil, may follow Delhi's lead. The report by the Israeli-based news website Debkafile states that Iran and India are negotiating backup alternatives with China and Russia should the U.S. and European Union find a way to block the gold payment mechanism. Delhi's move is seen as surprising, as earlier India and Iran said they would switch to yen or rupees. China, another major importer of Iranian oil, may follow Delhi's lead, the report says. India and China need to switch from the dollar in bilateral trade, since the U.S. and EU have issued unilateral sanctions against the Iranian oil industry and financial institutions. The sanctions would ban any bank involved in oil trade with Iran from dealing with American and European counterparts. Both India and China, two major buyers of Iranian oil, accounting for 22 and 13% of its total export, respectively, have refused to join the sanctions. This means they have to establish a reliable way of paying for crude, independently of the parts of the global financial system controlled by New York and London. Delhi's current plan is to effect payments through two state-owned banks, India's UCO Bank and Turkey's Halk Bankası, Turkey being another country refusing to join the sanction spree. The U.S. issued sanctions against Iran in December, aiming to put pressure on the Islamic Republic and make its controversial nuclear program more transparent. The EU joined the initiative on Monday, banning new oil contracts with Iran, but allowed current ones to be fulfilled. Australia on Tuesday became the latest country to voice plans for such an embargo, although the move would be more symbolic than practical, considering the country's small share in Iran's oil export. Japan and South Korea, two other major buyers of Iranian crude, are in talks with Washington over the issue, although both Seoul and Tokyo are worried that stopping their imports could hurt their economies. They sure will. Iran, which is highly dependent on its sales of oil, is reacting to the sanction campaign nervously. Tehran says it will not yield to pressure and threatens to block the Strait of Hormuz, a key oil tanker route in the Persian Gulf. German political analyst Christoph Horstel says that amid the economic crisis, the embargo on Iranian oil imports could backfire on the EU and the United States, which could make Iran even stronger. All the present faithful customers to Iran oil are set to continue buying this oil, and they will find a way, rest assured, Horstel said. This is the signal I get from Tehran. I was personally present when the Deputy Economics Minister of Iran was talking to a foreign society in Berlin, he added, and the gentleman said very openly to the shocked audience, "Okay, you don't want to buy our goods? Well, the Chinese do." Folks, everything I've said is coming to light. I told you Iran will not be alone in dumping the US dollar. And folks, if our dollar is ultimately dumped across the board, you can forget about all the other gaga about job creation and about this and about SOPA and about your rights. All of it will mean nothing. Folks, the damage to this country could be lethal. Since Richard Nixon took us off the gold standard, we, the United States citizens, have no idea how much gold we actually own. I suggest you watch Aaron Russo's From Freedom to Fascism. There's a segment on there where it is absolutely told that we have no rights to know where we stand with the amount of gold we have or may not have. Folks, you need to do two things. One, tell your friends about this issue and to watch the hot seat. Two, you better buy gold, and fast. You know, folks, I don't just regurgitate stuff from CNN and MSNBC, and I don't upload other TV shows to get views. I do this of my own talents, and you're getting this the same day as I report it, folks. You're getting it from an American just like you that cares about his country. Subscribe to my show. Tell people about my show, because I tell you the truth. The things the media doesn't want you to know. My name is Mike, and this is The Hot Seat.